In this video, I will show you how to use all 6 of these Asian dating sites for free. And once again, just as a quick reminder, they are Asian Fields, Asian Melodies, Cupid Feel, Eastern Honeys, Lover's World, and finally, Orchid Romance. And for all 6 of these Asian dating sites, I did a full tutorial, a full review for all of them in my other videos. So if you haven't, be sure to check them out. All of these Asian dating sites are expensive to use. In this video, I will show you how to access not only the standard features, but all of their premium features for free. Let's get started. As I mentioned in my other videos, the vast majority of the women use all of these dating sites for free. That's right. All of the women, or majority of the women on here, use the dating sites for free. I don't know the percentage. I asked the customer service. They didn't tell me the actual percentage, but I know it's pretty high because every woman that I have chatted with, pretty much 100% say they use the website for free. And the other way that you can find out is by asking the customer service rep. Just click on the question mark, open up the chat box, and I've done this for all 7 of these dating sites. And every single one of them confirmed to me the women use their platform for free. And if you don't know that, there are a couple of telltale signs to look for to see if she's using the site for free. And let me show you by opening a profile. So here I'm just going to open Juan. She's the first woman that I see in front of me. So here's what you can look for. The first thing that you can tell she's using the website for free is this blue check mark. So when you get a blue check mark, it means your name, age, and appearance is verified through documents and video. That is one key requirement to using the site for free. You have to verify your identity. The second way you can tell she's using the website for free, you can look at her profile pictures. I will open up her pictures. And if it's not apparent to you, look down here in the bottom right hand corner. This happens to be Eastern Honeys. It could be Asian Fields, Asian Melodies, whatever website she is using. But when you see the Eastern Honeys logo in the bottom right hand corner on all of her pictures, what that means is Eastern Honeys has professionally taken all of her profile photos. So that is the other requirements. They are required to upload 10 professional photos, which means Eastern Honeys did the staging, they did the hair, they did the makeup, they did the whole scene and have taken all of her professional photos on here. The only exception is in post. Post, she puts her own photo, but all of her profile photo, and I mentioned this in my other video, are done by the website that she is using for free. So those are two clues where you can tell it is that she is using it for free by her professional photo on the bottom right hand corner. You can see the website she's using. And secondly, you can tell by looking at the blue check mark in her profile as well. And as I mentioned, on all of these dating sites, except for Secura Date, men also have the option for using a dating site for free. So let's head on over there and let me show you how you can use this dating site for yourself, and also it's free to use. So how do you become a free member or a top user, as these website calls it? You can find that information out all the way at the bottom of the website. So let me scroll down. So here at the bottom, you can see become a top user. So I will open that up. So on here, it lists all of the requirements that every member must go through to using the website for free. There is a lot of information here. I won't go through each one of them point by point, but I will go through certain sections and point things out that I think you should be aware of. So the first set of requirements in becoming a top user and ultimately using the website for free is described in here, section 1, identity check and profile information. So the first thing you need to do is provide your valid identification document. Generally, it's a driver's license if they don't have one, some other form of identification. And once your ID is verified, you get that blue check mark in your profile, as I have already shown you. You need to upload a video saying why you want to become a top user. You have to provide a link to one of your social media accounts, such as Facebook or Instagram. You have to pass your identification process. And number five, I mentioned this as well. You have to upload at least 10 studio photos. And once again, those studio photos are professionally taken by the company. You also have to upload a self intro video. And number seven, as a top user, you have to update your profile at least once a month, your profile photo at least once a month. Number eight, you have to regularly update the following information, such as your bio, interest, and profile status, and it should be accurate and up to date. And finally, the ninth requirement in section one is you have to give consent to all of these terms. So let's head on over to section two, frequency of use. So here in section two, it lists frequency of use. And it dawned on me one day when I was actually looking through this. When I'm on these websites, I noticed all of the women are always online. And I'm thinking, geez, it's early morning, it's during the day randomly, it's in the evening, sometimes it's late at night. Like, do you ever sleep? Do you ever eat? Why are you always online? So now as I read through this, it is more clear to me. So in frequency of use, you are required to be logged in 5 times a week. You have to be online no less than 8 hours per week. You have to receive all notification, and you need to check your mailbox for notification on a daily basis. So this makes sense when I log in randomly sometimes that they're always online because they have to abide by these frequency of use terms. So here in section three, communication with website members. As I read through this, and I did this a long time ago, so this pretty much makes everything, makes all of the women that I've chatted with, pretty much explains their behavior in full clarity. So if you look on here in communicating with the website members, the first point is reply to no less than 95% of incoming mails within 24 hours. So if I send a woman a mail, she's got to get online within 24 hours and reply. Point number two, reply to no less than 95% of incoming online chat within 10 minutes. That is why if she's online, if she gets a message, she has 10 minutes to respond. Point number three, reply to no less than 80% of offline chats within 24 hours. Once again, if she's offline, I send her a message. She has to get back online within 24 hours to send a response. So that is why I get messages so quickly. Point number four, upload at least 3 new video attachments every 3 days and share them with other users. So as I mentioned, videos is the most costly option. It's 50 credits to open a video. This is why you may get a lot of videos. This is why I get a lot of videos. And let me tell you guys, there's a trick. Because I know all of these rules, when I get a video from a woman, I refuse to open it. I don't open it at all because I know they have to do this. Reason number five, upload at least 5 new photo attachments per 3 days and share them with other users. Once again, I get a lot of pictures, I get a lot of videos. You are not obligated to open these photos at all. I get a lot of them, and I do not open the vast majority of them anymore because I know they are obligated to do it. Reason number six, use icebreakers at least once per online session. Well, that is not a big deal. Point number seven, be willing to engage in small talks once initiated by other users. Also, not a big deal. Use decent English to communicate with other members. Do not use profanity. So let me pause here for a second. So if you don't notice, guys, the vast majority of the women on here, the vast majority of them are Chinese. Most of them, I would say probably 50%, do not know English at all. So when you get a message, there is a background translation service that translates your message to Mandarin, to Chinese for them. With the exception of Vietnamese girls or even Japanese or Thai, a lot of those women can speak English, but a lot of Chinese girls do not. So if you get a message, it could be translated to you. So every now and then I get a message where it just comes out weird, and I realize that I ask them, "Can you speak English?" They say no. They use a translation service. So keep that in mind. If you get a weird message that just sounds off, it is probably a translation service that is translating that message from Mandarin to English. Point number 9, use the Let's Talk feature to reactivate the communication if you have not talked to the other member for more than 3 days. I get this pretty much constantly. A lot of women I have stopped chatting with for many reasons, and I always get this notice, Let's Talk feature from the women to talk to them again. 99.9% of the time, I just ignore it. And finally, point number 10, be ready to explain the reason for blocking the user. Do not block users without a serious reason. I have never been blocked. I have blocked a lot of users myself personally, but that's okay if I do it. If you are a free member, you are not allowed to block anyone unless you have a serious reason to do so. So that kind of explains why a lot of these women respond to you so quickly. So section 4 talks about types of content that may get your account banned. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time on crimes and offenses that could be boring. And I would just make one quick statement. Guys, if you are using any of these dating sites, I hope you are a decent human being and you aren't engaging in any type of criminal activity or have any dishonest intent while you are on here. And I will just leave it at that. So here's a spot where I will pause and make a few observations. Nudity or hypersexualized content. The first bullet says exposing genitals on any occasion. I'm here to debunk that. They do not enforce this. I've lost track of all of the naked videos and naked photos I have received from some of the hottest Chinese and other Asian women. I mean, I get so many. Probably 80% of the women I have chatted on here has sent me a naked video or a naked photo of themselves. Point number 2, content showing you in a swimsuit anywhere. Well, once again, they do not enforce this. I have received, again, numerous videos and photos of women in a bikini and in a swimsuit, whether they are on the beach or maybe just lounging around at home. They do not enforce this at all. And the last point I will make, content that shows you wearing inappropriate or revealing clothing. Well, that's nonsense. If I'm receiving naked videos and naked pictures, I'm receiving videos of swimsuit and bikini. Do they really care about revealing clothing like lingerie or something else? No, they do not. They put it on here, but they don't really enforce it. And then there's other things down here I won't touch on. I think these are the main things that you need to be aware of. In section 1, your identity, your frequency of use, your communication with the website, and lastly, I just went through the nudity and sexualized content aspects of it. So that is pretty much the summary for all of the requirements that each member must go through to becoming a top user and ultimately using the website for free. And once again, this is applicable to all of the other dating sites as well. And the only exception here is Secure Date. I cover Secure Date separately. You can watch that video. And once again, on Secure Date, only women can use the website for free. If you found the information in here to be useful and helpful, be sure to hit a like, subscribe, and hit notification. I will see you in the next one.